Yeah, I definitely saw The Last Witch Hunter. I can definitely say that for sure with 100% confidence. It's really hard for me to describe how I feel about this movie. Like, I enjoyed it. I really did. I honestly enjoyed it for the majority of the movie. And I don't have that many complaints. But if I had to say it was good, that would be lying. It was not very good. And it wasn't bad at all. It was not bad. But it's just wasn't very good. And it's hard to explain why it wasn't very good, too. Everything was just, I don't know. It's like it did everything right, but it did not do them very well. It did everything okay. Like, decent performances, decent special effects, they were pretty good. Decent story, could have been better, but was not bad at all. Enjoyable characters, but not, they could have been developed a bit more. And yeah, that's about it. It was just, if I had to give it a proper description, I'd say of the not good movies we have seen this summer, Fantastic Pixels, Vacation, this was one of the best, if not the best, not good movie we've seen this summer. That's really the best description I could give you without lying. But I will say one thing. This movie had a lot of good points. This performance of Vin Diesel's is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Vin Diesel performance out of all of the ones I've seen. Pacifier, all the Fast and Furious ones. I loved him in this movie. I really, really did. Because, like, let's face it, Vin Diesel plays the same exact character in every movie he does. And he plays that same character in this movie, too. But the difference is, in all the other movies, he's always serious and always talking in a super deep voice and talking about family and how family matters without showing any actual emotions besides anger in his eyebrows. Because even when he says, "I love you, bro," he looks angry at you like, "I hate that I love you, but I love you." For example, when he's talking to Michael Caine's character at the beginning of this movie, who used to be his sidekick, he genuinely looks like he's talking to a really old friend and he's having a really good time chatting with his old buddy. And I've honestly never seen Vin Diesel act like this before. He even made jokes. The Pacifier was a comedy movie for kids, and he didn't even make jokes in that movie like he made jokes in this movie. He pranked someone in the movie. It's so rare to see Vin Diesel like this, and I had so much fun. He looked happy. You could really tell he loved this performance. He loved making this movie. I think he's a producer on it, and I honestly think this is a passion project of his, because he just looked like he was having so much fun, and I was happy watching him be happy for the first time ever. He smiled! In this movie, he played a playful, immortal badass, and I loved it. That was my favorite part of this movie. Vin Diesel was my favorite part of this movie. Like I said, I don't have many complaints, but I do have a couple. The effects, they piled the effects on. Every single shot was special effects, except the Witch Queen, which seemed to be makeup, but everything else was CG, computer graphic generated. Oh my god, they're awful. Butterflies. Even the butterflies had to be computer generated. It was just, there was so much. And they weren't bad. They didn't really take anything away, I guess, but it was a bit distracting. Like, oh god, that's so computer. My second complaint, and my second biggest complaint actually, was that it tried to be deep, and at times it succeeded. At times it did. But at the same time, the majority of the time, it's like, no, you're failing. I know you're trying, but you don't have to try. And you're failing at it anyway. Because, like, every time they try to do a little bit of character development, it either jumped to the next bit of character development too quickly, or it didn't delve deep enough into the character development for it to really mean anything to the viewer, I guess. It just wasn't very good character development. Wasn't bad either, but it didn't add anything to the movie, and took a little bit away, if I had to say. My biggest complaint is the ending. That ending, I was gonna say I really liked this movie before that ending. It wasn't bad. The climactic battle was awesome. It was really cool, but then they added stakes to it and just took them away right at the very end for no explainable reason. They just did. and then it ended opening itself to sequels, and Vin Diesel has already announced there's a sequel in the planning stages. Like, and it's so obvious from how that movie ended that they really want a sequel to happen, but it just felt so forced. Like, they decided that at the last second. Like, oh god, sequel! It ruined it for me. Well, didn't ruin it for me, but it took a lot more away than anything else in this movie. It just felt like a cop-out. It really did, and I don't know. It disappointed me. It really did. I was having fun until that moment. I don't have much else to say. In the end, was The Last Witch Hunter ticket worth it? I don't know. It's really the kind of movie where you don't know if you like it up until the point you see it. It is not an acquired taste. Do you like mindless action fantasies or do you not like them? Because if you don't, you're going to hate this movie, okay? If you like Vin Diesel, maybe you'll like it anyway. But I don't know. It's really up to you whether you like it or not. Do you like this kind of movies? It's as simple as that. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to see more videos and awesome reviews. Did you see this movie already? Tell me how you feel about it. Do you disagree with what I said? Do you agree? I hope you agreed. Comment below. Tell me about it. I love talking with you guys. Peace out.